The battlefield was silent, not because the war had ended, but because one warrior refused to raise his bow. Aron stood between two armies, dust settling around his feet. On one side stood his king, whose orders had never failed him. On the other side stood a village that had once saved his life. "Choose," the king commanded. "Loyalty or hesitation." Aron had been trained to obey, not to question. Since childhood, his worth was measured by how quickly he followed orders. Thinking was considered weakness. But that day, something felt different. Years ago, wounded and hunted, Aron had collapsed near that same village. They had hidden him, fed him, healed him, without asking his name, rank, or reward. They had seen a human being, not a soldier. Now they were being labeled traitors. Aron tightened his grip on the bow, then slowly lowered it. The king's voice turned sharp. "Disobedience is betrayal." "Then let it be," Aron replied, his voice steady. "But I will not call mercy a crime." The soldiers behind him waited. No one moved. The moment stretched like a breath held too long. The king laughed. "You think one man can stop a war?" Aron didn't answer. He placed his bow on the ground and stepped aside, leaving himself defenseless. Something unexpected happened. One soldier lowered his weapon, then another, then many. Not because Aron was powerful, but because he had given them permission to listen to the part of themselves they had been silencing. The king, seeing his army hesitate, ordered retreat. Not out of mercy, but because control had cracked. The village was spared. Aron lost his title that day, his armor, his place in the court. But as he walked away, unarmed and unnamed, he felt lighter than he ever had as a warrior, because he learned a truth that only wars can teach. Obedience builds armies, but conscience builds leaders. And sometimes the bravest act is not raising a weapon, but knowing when to put it down.